Hey yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Lost Light video. Today I'll be writing down all of the important updates and what to expect in this newest season of Lost Light. To make this more convenient viewing experience for everybody, I've divided specific topics into chapters so that when you need to come back and rewatch this video for information, you can easily jump into a specific topic using the designated timestamps listed in the description down below. Let's get started with what the new season is all about. The title of the season is called Resonance, with a baseball theme as its focus for its season's exclusive operator skin called Walk Off Home Run. Now, we have seen crazier skins in the past seasons, but in my opinion this is a good design of a skin, but again falls under criticism for not following a militaristic theme or somewhat a realistic outfit that will be fitting for the setting and the environment that the game is set in. This skin is attainable at level 1 of your companion, but has to be an upgraded companion plus for you to receive this operator skin right away. Going back to the theme, it seems that they just named it Resonance and slapped a baseball theme on it for no reason at all. The sports theme does not contribute to any new maps, no addition to any lore at all, or any specific weapons related to baseball. Knowing that it is Lost Light, what tends to not make sense, they still do anyway. It also shows that they may have had this realization of focusing too much of out-of-place skins and have also added one of the best looking military operator skins in the game, namely the Dragon Sentinel operator skin. This is a task force operative in stealth black and geared up with dark camo green helmet, vest, and utility belt. This season exclusive operator skin is attainable at level 100 of your regular companion / battle pass. Other skins included in this update are the Awakening Beauty, Field of Dreams for the new pole arm melee weapon, and weapon spray cans, namely the Thunderclaps with an S, the Ink Blue Dragon Scale, Disco, Avril Waifu, and Autumn Leaves. And that pretty much covers all of the skins you can obtain in this season. Next up, we'll head on to the newest features added to the game. First off, Heidi is now an IRL NPC in your shelter. One thing I've always liked about this game is the character design of their NPCs. We have Annoying Missions Camilo, Not Abigail, Generic Judas, Waifu Avril, Yummy Yuki, and the very first NPC we meet, Mommy Heidi. For this part of the video, we'll focus on Heidi, the most familiar to every player in the game, as she's the NPC that helps you get started, gives you missions to take, and even sends you supplies when you fail. I have suggested in the past that it would be cool to see these NPCs not just for illustrations but actual NPCs that you can interact with in the game. Dating back to when Yukirin was introduced to the game along with her mysterious locked rooms, some assumed that the character will be a possible mini-boss in the game. Sadly, this never happened, as Yukirin stayed as a come-and-go NPC for specific missions, and beyond her locked rooms filled with good loot, there was nothing else to see. But for this season, those speculations may change now, as one of the well-known NPCs of this game, Heidi, comes to life and visits your shelter after 3 simple missions. In addition to her appearance in your shelter, the game has also incorporated various golden rare items that are cosmetics for you to dress up on her. I know that sounds weird, but that's actually what the game wants you to do. They want us to dress up a half-naked woman in our shelter. Gooners rejoice. Jokes aside, this concept was the original plan of what we had last season with the Cleopatra statue, in relation to the pyramid map and the golden items we got before. But now these items are rarely seen or maybe don't even spawn anymore, as they are replaced with these golden cosmetics for Heidi. All of the outfits you give her also contribute into her overall value, and you can also increase this value by refining the golden cosmetics through the workbench. Next feature, we have Crypto Coin Collectibles. Crypto Coins now have photos engraved into them, from photos of different NPCs, different iconic landmarks of the world, and there are over 56 variations of designs to collect. The next new feature is one of the best ones they've added so far. You can now roll up a backpack and place them inside your own bags to bring home to your shelter. This is a great change to better organize your storage for both in and out of operations. To be able to do this, you just have to tap or click on the bag, and you should be able to see a roll-up menu to be able to roll up the bag into a smaller size. Next up, the Hella Sources are now upgradable. You can now reinsert Hella Sources into their containers and receive one level higher of the crystal that you put in. Take note that for each level you are aiming for, the longer time it will take to refine them, and the bigger range it will have to show everybody on the map. These levels contribute to the success percentage in item generation in your shelter, and for levels 3 and 4, the developers have added the Hella Troves. These are high-tech boxes that can only be opened with specific levels of Hella Sources, and also takes time in opening. During the time of unlocking these holotroves, do expect high-level bots to come and stop you, so be prepared for a fight. The refining of these crystals do not work in the joint exercise mode and will only work in normal PvP mode. And the last big feature they've added to the game is the Justice Airdrop. This is a unique airdrop which contains all of the items of cheaters that have been permanently banned in the game. I have yet to encounter one, but to imagine if a cheater was hoarding boxes of crypto coins or gold items, this airdrop would be amazing to come by. And that pretty much covers all of the newer features added to the game. We will now proceed to new weapons and tactical items. We will start off with the Earthshaker pole. This is the newest melee weapon in the game. This is a long pole arm with the ability to knock off enemy players' backpacks when you hit them consecutively. Next melee weapon is the Defibrillator. This is self-explanatory, but with enough hits to your teammate, they will be instantly revived, which is significantly faster than the normal revive method. Not sure how this would work against enemies though, but it would be an interesting experiment to try. Next up, we have the GLS-11. This is a sniper grenade launcher. Holy sh*, this is awesome. This new weapon has its own specific scope that has night vision, a landing marker, a grenade timer, and a range distance value. This is very OP and will surely get a nerf, but for now, I'm more excited to see everyone in Mount Akiyama. And our last newest weapon is the G36 Assault Rifle. This is a solid CQB to mid-range assault rifle that has the weakness exploitation feature, where it does extra 35% damage when hitting the same body part consecutively. There are also a wide variety of new mods that you can attach to most of your weapons now, and I'll just do a quick slideshow of each one. Feel free to pause the video as you please. While you're checking out these new mods, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to keep updated with everything Lost Light or extraction shooters in general. Our next addition to weapons are the side mount scopes. You can now add a side rail to your weapons and install smaller scopes available. The switching between scopes functions the same with toggling zooms of bigger scopes. Just check your assign button for the use of this feature. Next up, we also have the C4 explosive device. As you hop in your early matches in BAF Factory or even other maps, you will notice that these dark shaded boxes are scattered everywhere. And using a C4 on these new boxes will destroy them completely and give you new passageways or even open up line of sights to ambush enemies. Sadly, the C4 is not really a viable weapon against enemy bots or players, given its low damage and small radius effect, but a rework might happen in the future. In addition to these new boxes, the former movable boxes are now blocking certain pathways and doorways, but can be moved when you are with a teammate or by the use of grenades to knock them away. This gives a big change in the usual paths that you take and when you're doing your looting routines, so strategize carefully. And last for the weapons, we have the dummy grenade. This grenade is super fun to use. As you deploy it, it will create an inflatable firefly and will move in a straight line as a decoy for other enemies. Once they are shot down by any enemy, they will emit a strong flash against the attacker. This is similar with the dummy grenade in Call of Duty, but instead of being just stationary, this one moves at a steady pace. We are now moving on to the newest pets of this season. Two new pets have been introduced, one baby panda and one chinchilla, and respectively they have been named Bamda and Fluffy. I am not making that up, go check the game and those are their actual names, but feel free to rename them once you can afford it. Fluffy has a maximum storage of 2x3 and Bamda has a maximum secured storage of 2x5. Both these pets introduced two new pet skills. The first one is called Master's Protector, where when you are knocked down, you are immune to elimination for 30 seconds in normal operations and 10 seconds in dog tag coin hunt mode. But also take note that weapons with execution perks can bypass this skill. And the highlighted skill for both of these pets is the cooperative action skill, where you can, listen carefully here, with this skill, you are able to control any enemy to become your ally for a specified duration depending on what pet you have. Simply put, this is mind control added to the game. And you can manipulate any enemy and even a downed ally to aid you, and your actions will be synchronized at certain points. So when you attack, the controlled partner will also attack. This is by far one of the wackiest updates added to this game. But this is cool for me because they've also mentioned if you mind control any of the strongest bosses in the game, you will have access to special skills that they possess. This is worth to try out on Raymond, the twins, and where the hell is Lions? Has anybody seen him? Second to the last topic of this video are weapon balances. For these weapon balances, I will show them on the screen here and feel free to pause if you have to. In my experience in playing this newest season so far, I've noticed a strong kick on the guns now when you are shooting continuously. So do take time to experiment on your loadouts inside custom matches and feel the changes for yourselves. And last but certainly not the least, we have some map changes to the game. First off, we have BAF factory office areas that have been reworked, and the boxes that I mentioned before are scattered all over and are only destructible with C4. They have also added alarm systems whenever you use a C4 on those boxes, so do perform these C4 explosions with caution. Next update is related to the pyramids. The pyramid roof has now collapsed. The area looks more brighter now and a UAV should work better in those exposed areas. And finally, with Ark and Kaido maps, they also got the evacuation point redesign similarly with BAF, where it's no longer easy for people to camp those extractions. And that pretty much summarizes all of the new features and the updates for this season of Lost Light. If you have thoughts, feedback, or anything I did not mention in this video, feel free to comment below. Also, if you found this helpful, consider giving this video a like so that it gets recommended to other Lost Light players. And if you want to stay up to date with Lost Light or any extraction shooters in general, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next video.